Hey there, my fishing friends, and welcome back to the channel. Your favorite angler here, ready to dive deep into what promises to be a truly special day on the water. Today, we're talking about Sunday, October 26th, 2025. And let me tell you, New Zealand is set to deliver some exhilarating fishing opportunities as spring really takes hold. This particular day, right after the new moon, holds some subtle secrets for success that I'm excited to share. Stick around because by the end of this you'll know exactly where to cast your line and what bait to tie on to make this a day to remember. The warming waters, active fish, and promising lunar phase are all lining up for what could be an unforgettable experience. Let's talk tactics for a few of New Zealand's most sought-after species. First up, our beloved brown and rainbow trout in our freshwater systems. With the main fishing season kicking off in most districts, these beauties are incredibly active and hungry after the winter months and spawning season. Where to search? Focus on rivers and lake margins. If we've had a bit of rain, river mouths, especially those with some color from recent flows, will be prime spots as trout move in for an easy feed. In lakes, look for warming shallow areas, particularly around weed beds, submerged logs, or undercut banks where baitfish and insects are becoming more active. These spots offer both food and shelter, drawing the trout in. What to use? For rivers, my experience tells me that spin fishing with larger lures, like a 5 to 7 centimeter spinner or brightly colored soft plastic, will be highly effective. For fly fishing, weighted nymphs with bigger patterns, perhaps a hair and copper, or a stonefly imitation, will work wonders. Don't shy away from streamers, especially in stained water, as the fish will need something visible. For lake fishing, jigging or slow trolling with small, bright lures or soft plastics mimicking baitfish can be deadly. Remember, after the closed season, fish are often much less wary, so they might be more aggressive towards your offerings. Moving to the salt water, our popular snapper are making their presence known as baitfish migrate towards the shallows. This means exhilarating action is definitely on the cards. Where to search? In the North Island, particularly in the Bay of Islands, Hauraki Gulf and Coromandel regions, snapper gather in larger numbers during spring. Look for them around reef edges, rocky outcrops and sheltered bays where baitfish are abundant. Also check out estuaries and harbour entrances during incoming tides. The slightly warmer coastal waters, averaging around 15 to 16 degrees Celsius in places like Auckland, are getting them hungry. What to use? Soft plastics in natural colours like new penny or motor oil, fished slowly along the bottom or jigged gently, are deadly. Pilchards or squid bait on a stray line rig are also highly effective, especially with a light burly trail to draw them in. For a more active approach, micro jigs or slow pitch jigs can entice aggressive bites. Target those early morning hours, as snapper are known to be most active then, and for those seeking a true challenge, the mighty kingfish are becoming more active. These formidable fish are known for their powerful fights and impressive size. Where to search? Kingfish frequent reefs, drop-offs and other underwater structures, often shadowing schools of baitfish. Look for surface activity like diving birds or baitfish jumping. That's a sure sign kingfish might be lurking below. They can be found in both North and South Island waters. What to use? Live bait, such as kahawai or mackerel, is king for these beasts. Present them on a heavy-duty stray line rig with a strong leader. For lure fishing, large stick baits or poppers worked aggressively on the surface can trigger explosive strikes. Vertical jigging with heavy metal jigs over structure is another highly effective method. The warming waters are definitely getting these predators fired up. Now let's break down the conditions for October 26th, 2025. It's mid-spring in New Zealand, and the weather is generally mild, but it can be a bit changeable, true to spring form. Weather. Across New Zealand, particularly in Auckland and Wellington, expect air temperatures to hover around 16 to 19 degrees Celsius during the day, dropping to 12 to 14 degrees Celsius at night. We're looking at a chance of a few showers, especially in the afternoon, with some sources predicting minimal precipitation around 0.01 to 0.02 inches. Wind will be a significant factor, with westerlies and northwesterlies present, becoming strong in exposed areas, particularly around Wellington, where gusts could be considerable. Atmospheric pressure, typical for spring, can be variable, and while we don't have exact pressure trends for this specific day, be prepared for potential shifts. Strong winds, especially, can make conditions choppy and push fish deeper, so keep an eye on your local forecast. Water temperature. The water temperature is key, my friends. In coastal areas of the North Island, like Auckland, we're seeing average sea temperatures around 15 to 16 degrees Celsius. Down south, around Christchurch, it's a cooler 12 degrees Celsius. These steadily warming waters after winter are signaling to the fish that it's time to feed. Fish metabolism is increasing, making them more active and willing to chase a meal. This is why spring fishing can be so rewarding as they build up reserves. Moon phase. As for the moon on October 26, 2025, we're experiencing a waxing crescent phase. The moon will be about 4.5 days old and around 20 to 23% illuminated. Many anglers, myself included, often link the new moon phase and the early waxing crescent to increased activity, especially for predatory species. The reduced light penetration from the moon can encourage fish to feed more confidently throughout the day. Overall fish activity. Considering all these factors, my overall assessment for fishing in New Zealand on October 26, 2025 is good to excellent for saltwater and good but potentially capricious for freshwater. The warming water temperatures are a huge positive, indicating a strong feeding drive after winter. Many species, especially trout, snapper, and kingfish, are actively feeding and less wary. However, spring weather can bring unpredictable winds or localized showers, adding a capricious element to the day. Be prepared for varying conditions, and you'll find those rewarding bites. So, my friends, get out there on October 26th, 2025, and make some memories. Dress for changeable spring weather, keep an eye on those wind forecasts, and be ready for some aggressive bites. I wish you all tight lines and Nihuo star, Nichashui. May you have neither tail nor scales, which is our way of wishing you the best of luck. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below. What are your plans for this weekend, and what's your go-to spring lure in New Zealand? Share your observations, and let's build this community together. See you next time.